I'm going to do my first vlog in a long time, but it's going to be a double vlog, right? Because that's just, I have a lot to say. So I was inspired by Liz's top 10 TV couples, but there was just too much going on when I thought of like what my answers could be. So I have top 10 TV couples of shows that are off air and shows that are on air. So we've got kind of an interesting delineation. I'll first start with the ones that are off air. So number 10, and of course number 1 is like it's ranked. 10, Carrie and Big. Okay, like throughout the span of the show, that's like 10 years of relationship. That's a lot of relationship, and I like that they just keep hurting each other over and over again, but then they keep choosing each other and over again, and it's like this really kind of like tawdry martini-y relationship that's really fun to watch. Number 9, they're only ranked so low because of what happened to them, Matthew and Mary. Like, can we talk about season 2 and how it killed me, and then that Christmas special, and all I did was just think about Matthew and Mary beautifulness. So they're definitely on the list. 8, Chuck and Sarah, right? I think the episode where they think it's a bomb, but then it's really like Bryce in the box, and they like kiss, and he's like, well, now this is awkward. Like, that was like an epic moment for me in terms of shipping couples. 7, we have Peter and Olivia. Yeah, I think I was most interested in Peter and Olivia when Peter was with Olivia. Like, and Olivia was like, I'm gonna hold on to Peter, and he's like, I've got this. Right. So that was definitely a shipping moment for me. 6, Rory and Logan. And I know that Liz, you are a Rory and Jess fan, but for me, what I liked about Logan was that he was her intellectual equal. So, and not just in the sense that like Jess was like really hipster and like wrote a lot of books, right? But Logan like read the things she wrote and was able to give her feedback. I'm sorry, I find that super romantic. Like, if you could read what I'm writing and know what I'm talking about and then offer helpful suggestions, that's love. 5, Luke and Lorelai, right? It took me a long time to come to terms with Luke and Lorelai. I was always a little more of a Chris fan, but Luke's really got the mellow to kind of match Lorelai's zest. So I think that works really well and was fun to watch all those years. 4, Sydney and Vaughn, right? I'm a little, they had to make top 5 because this was the first couple that was really like my couple. I was like 11 and I was like, they must get together. So clearly that's a huge shipping moment for me. Number 3, Cappy and Casey. Okay, how underrated are these guys? I mean, they had such great moments when she's like, I see myself doing all this in 10 years. Where do you see yourself? And he's like, with you. I die. Okay, 2, Spike and Buffy. Okay, this summer I went through all of Buffy on Netflix. Is one of the best summers of my life. And by best, I mean most lethargic. Because Spike and Buffy's, the way his love for her changed him and made him a better person, and he like earned a freaking soul, and I know I'm a monster, but you see me as a man, and too much. Number 1 right now, it has to be because I'm just entrenched in this couple right now. I just finished the book, and Logan and Veronica. I'm sorry, Logan and Veronica. After you watch the show, I mean, I don't know how you could ship anything else. Piss. And then the movie really just brings it all together because they kind of come of age in that time, and then they come back together. And then in the book, you really should read the book because you could see like the ways in which Veronica leans on Logan even when he's not there, and that's kind of awesome. So those are my top 10 from shows that are off air, although I kind of bent the rules with Logan and Veronica because they're not on air, but they're still producing new things and going new places. Whatever. All right, so top 10 of shows that are currently on air right now as we speak at this very moment. Number 10, Eric and Sookie. So in the books, Eric and Sookie are like vampire married and have great sex and they love each other and they care for each other, and Bill like hasn't been in the books for like ages, and that's great. And then the show, they're like, Bill, no, go away, Bill. So Eric and Sookie, there are certain scenes in some of the earlier seasons where you just really start to ship them, and then the season where they're together is really great, and I don't know what was happening lately. I stopped watching like 6 episodes. I'm like 6 episodes behind on Trivlog because Silky started making some really dumbass decisions, and I was like, I can't watch you make these dumbass decisions. That's kind of why I'm behind on Awkward too, because I was like, why are you being mean to Maddie? Have you not seen his face? Anyway, 9, Damon and Elena. Okay, now Damon and Elena, like the entire course of my college career, I was a Delana fan all the way. All I wanted to do was like eat, drink, sleep Delana, and they're kind of low on the list because I haven't really. I'm a couple episodes behind on that show as well because they've just been doing some dumb stuff with them. Like, you built it up and they got together and it was great, and then you just been like, and then you just barely give us any Damon and Elena. So I'm just like, I feel like an addict, and I'm anyway. Number 8, Styles and Lydia. I'm like half season behind on Teen Wolf because that's my favorite show to binge on, and I just do like 16 episodes of Teen Wolf all at once, and then I'm like, ooh, right? That's how I roll. So I know that some weird stuff has been happening with them this last season, but I really just loved the idea that he was pining for her for those like first 2.5 seasons or whatever, and that one line where he's like, if you touch one hair on her strawberry blonde, I will make you. And he's just so protective of her, and she never gave him really the time of day, and he just like loved her loyally, which was great. Next one, Sansa and Littlefinger on Game of Thrones. I'm sorry, I like it. It's kind of gross and kind of trippy, but I like it. Okay, 6, Arya and Ezra. Also kind of gross and a little trippy. Well, in light of recent very trippy, but I don't know, I dig it. I don't know why I keep doing this. What is this? It's like my shipping dance move. Okay, moving on. 5, Emma and Hook. Okay, especially like as the like mid-season of this season, he talks about missing her, and then he comes back and he finds her, and all this stuff about like wanting to win her, and he's still a pirate, and it's just, I like it. And she's clearly attracted to him in like a visceral way, right? Viscera, like in your guts. Anyway, number 4, Audrey and Nathan from Haven. Okay, you watch them go through so much at the beginning of this last season, and then in like the last 30 seconds of the season, you're just like, what the hell just happened? So I'm very interested to see where Haven goes with that and my poor little shipper heart. Number 3, Ichabod and Katrina. Okay, everyone who's been watching Sleepy Hollow was like, no, it's Ichabod and Abby. And I'm like, no, it's Ichabod and Katrina because she's a badass witch. And I read somewhere that someone was like, literally because of their love, they have created death and like war. And I'm like, I don't care. I love them. I think it's her hair. Her hair's just like a really good color. Number 2, Freya and Killian. So can we talk about how much I love Witches of East End? Like, I miss it so much. And for me, Freya and Killian, that was just, I mean, they kiss and like shit sets on fire, right? That is true love, right? Soulmate dreams, all that good stuff. And then number 1, right now, who else? Mindy and Danny. Oh my god, Mindy and Danny. I can, these latest episodes, these last couple of episodes, like since it came back, like I don't even know what to feel anymore. I just need them to be together. And then when the rabbi was like, that's love, you non-Jewish lying doctor person, and Danny's like, but that's not, oh, let me go watch her get a bear claw and like look at her longingly, right? Ugh, okay. So those are my top 10 TV couples, and this is now my 9-minute video. So I'm off the hook for like 3 weeks, right? No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna be better, I promise. Bye!